Good morning, Cindy here from Pathways Homestead. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to kind of show you my morning chores, just what I'm doing today. It varies day to day. It's almost never the same, although there are some things that are the same. You know, I always, except for Wednesdays, I put my goat out so that I can milk her, separate her from her baby. And so today, I'm going to take you along and show you some of my chores. So hide and watch. So first things first, every morning I do a load of laundry. And Hannah hangs that out for me when she gets up and gets going. And so today is Monday, so I don't do laundry very much on the weekends, so I'll have 2 to 3 loads of laundry today for her to hang out. And I'll just go in different times in the day and put those in the washer and try to have them done by noon so that they have plenty of time to wash and dry. I do use my clothesline. My clothesline is home built. Gary built it out of scraps and leftover lumber that he had and wire that he came across. So, you know, we just repurpose and reuse as much as we can. So my number one chore that I need to do every day is milking. So in order to do that, I have to separate Sweetie from her baby goat. So if you guys don't know, I'm working on naming Sweetie, although Sweetie seems to fit her really well and she may just stick with Sweetie. So I've gotten suggestions of Bambi and Fawn and Rosie, and of course Sweetie. I have several people that have told me personally that are my friends that follow my YouTube channel that they really like the name Sweetie, and my friend that milks for me, Cyndi, whenever I'm gone. Isn't that funny? Her name is Cyndi as well. But and we're good friends. Cyndi likes the name Sweetie because it just fits her disposition. She is just the sweetest thing. And so but anyway, one of my big chores is to get her set out, and right now I tether her because I don't have the fencing to contain her. That will change. We have another big trip coming up, and after that big trip, it is in my number one plans to go and get some fencing and get her a perimeter established so that I'm not tethering her every day. And she can just have a good, nice area to roam. And probably when I get back from that trip, I will also put Billy up for sale. We have a Billy goat, and so we don't need to keep him. We have a boar Billy goat, and his name is Ombre. And you guys have seen him. He was our escape artist and our pain in the neck guy that would get his head stuck when we had him in a little pen up here earlier in the spring. We have since put up wire fence for them, hot wire fence for them, and the meat goats can roam a larger section, and we just move that hot wire so that they can have more pasture as they need it. And they're on a pasture anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, just depends on how well they eat it down. And we just keep a good eye on it. It's really good for our pasture, saves me on some of the mowing. But anyway, so my next chore is to put Sweetie out. So I'm gonna get her put out and y'all hide and watch. Come on. Come on, Sweetie. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Let's go for some fresh grass. Come on. So Sweetie wants to be on some grass that she's already been on a couple times already, but there still are some weeds and some sunflowers that are sprouting, and she really likes those young tender sunflowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave her here today. I've got to go get her water bucket and fill her water bucket, so hide and watch. Okay, I'm here in the big garden, and I realized after filming a pretty good little piece that I did not have my sound on, so I'm gonna have to really watch myself on that. But okay, so today I'm going to work on this morning getting this patch of green beans picked right here. They're very, very grassy, and I got most of the weeds out. They just have a lot of grass, so you can tell we have Alright, so I was able to get the green beans picked, so I just got a handful today, but the other beans are blooming and coming on, and there'll be more. Probably Wednesday or Thursday I'll be able to pick some more in a few days. I was able to get beans picked and the grass pulled and the beans and in my cabbage and around my cabbage and broccoli and onions. I planted onions in with my cabbage this year. Trying to do some companion planting. Onions are supposed to deter pests, and it didn't work very well. I am going to try some diatomaceous earth. The chickens did get in as well and ate a few leaves off of my cabbage plants. My cabbage just is not doing well this year. I have a few really small heads, but with the cool weather, hopefully we'll be able to grow cabbage for a while before it gets too hot. We're supposed to have a really cool, mild summer with lots of rain. This ground is showing where I haven't been putting manure in this upper corner. The ground drastically slopes. Down in the lower corner, down where the corn is, way down there, you can see the tall corn. You can see the difference of where we had a pig pen a couple years ago. Well, it's been almost 2 years ago that we had a pig pen there. You can really see the difference in the corn and in the beans that are planted on the other side of the corn. So that is my Three Sisters. That is ornamental corn, which we raise to dry and make our cornmeal with. And then there are Cherokee Trail of Tears beans planted in there, and butternut squash as well. So I've got to get down there, probably not today. The ground needs to dry out quite a bit. We got quite a bit of rain, like 3.5 inches on Saturday night, and so here we are Monday morning. There's so much wet. I can only get into work in the garden where I've heavy mulched and the places that are pretty grassy. So I'm going to see what all I can get done. I've got a little bit more time before I have to run some errands. I think I'm going to run over and check on my asparagus real quick, and I'll take you guys with me. I forgot to check it last week, so I imagine I have some that have ferned out, but I'm going to go and check those, so hide and watch. Alright everybody, so here is my asparagus patch. This patch was on the property when we bought it. I am assuming that it is left over from the original homestead that was here. And so today I'm going to work on picking some that hasn't ferned out. You can see a lot of it has ferned out when we were gone to horse camp. We missed a lot of it, and so it just kind of went crazy. Asparagus should almost be done producing this year. I've got my clippers here. I'm going to work at trimming trees and get rid of these sumac trees here. I'm going to get rid of them, clip them out, and try to clip some of the grass back so that we can see my asparagus really here. Get my trimmer and trim some of the weeds around the asparagus. The asparagus is about done. morning. I gave you what I'd done for a couple hours this morning, and maybe we'll get you going and show you some more another day. Thanks a lot, you guys. Have a blessed day.